Welcome to Breaking the Algorithm, the show that pulls the curtain on the trends that run our feed. Our tagline says it all: it trends because it matters. This week, we're diving into fast fashion, the runway's fast track, the hidden factories, the planet sized carbon footprint, and the clever hacks that let you look good without guilt. So, if you ever wondered why that new tea appears on our screen at lightning speed, or how a single purchase can ripple across oceans, hit the play button and let's track cracking the code.
Greetings everyone, hope you're all doing well. I'm your girl Tersha Mira and I'm your host for this particular podcast under the umbrella of Breaking the Algorithm. And now you'll be wondering, why are we seated like this? Why are we dressed like this? Of course, today the whole concept is fashion. We're talking about fast fashion. Today the whole point is going to be what's within your wardrobe. Now I'm not alone, I'm with my co-host. She will introduce herself and our special guest that we have today.
Hi everybody, I'm Lethabo Maseko and I'm clearly and surely am the co-host. With a very good guest today. And I'm very happy and excited. So obviously as Tersha said, that we will be talking about fast fashion and maybe would be rethinking of certain things when we're buying clothes. So I'll just give it to Kamo. Introduce yourself, please.
Hi everyone, it's your baddest girl on the block. Everybody knows me as Kamo. I'm your fashion plug, I'm your model, I'm your all-day supermodel. So, fashion to me, fashion is my world. Fashion is what I create, fashion is what I eat. But there's a lot of dangers to it. There's another side that we need to explore about fashion.
Okay, do stay tuned. The key points today we'll be discussing why fashion, its impact also in the environment. Also, we'll take a look at its impact globally as well. Why does it matter? How those clothes come to us, including how they are made in factory. So do stay tuned and the points that we'll be discussing today.
Thank you.
Okay, now let's break this down. Remember, today it's really all about fashion. Now for you to understand, let's break this down. The whole concept of fast fashion is making clothes quickly and cheaply. Making expensive clothes also look cheap on you. So that's the whole point. For example, stores like Shein, of course we all know about that, in details. H&M are currently, even Zara, they give clothes, they provide us clothes each and every week. And trust me, you see the price there and the next thing, that clothes is for somebody else at a lesser price. So it's all about the trends and the lower prices. So also, according to Thomas 2019, let me break it down for you. According to Dana Thomas 2019, fast fashion means clothes that are made cheaply and quickly so you can buy them, the newer styles, all the time, because we buy so many of these cheap items a lot. So yeah, that's the whole point where the fast fashion comes from.
And yeah, I can also comment that we see also on TikTok where people buy clothes for 100 rand and then the material ends faster. So I don't know, what does we have to say also about that?
That's the point about it. The system wants you to keep buying, hence fast fashion. Fast fashion I equate to fast food. The clothes are not real, are not durable. Basically, it's more like getting dumb for your wardrobe at this point.
For real. I feel like also it's a matter of while you're wearing those clothes, somebody is working so hard to pay a lot of money for that and you just be rocking it just like that. You see people, guys, especially, let me make a whole concept. If you're known to be rich or at least able to afford, that's where the danger is. These rich people, we think they actually buy these expensive clothes, but actually, funny enough, sorry to say this, but they're actually the one buying these cheap ones. So I'll be rocking with a Gucci, who are you to ask me where did I get this wish? And somebody's working so hard to pay that, and I get it for my 500.
I mean, this is custom Tebemagugu, but I found this in my little stat. That's how fast fashion is.
Yeah.
It mimics a lot of things, and in the mimicking process, it fails to deliver quality in the process.
Yeah. Okay, Rita, what's your take on that?
But my take also, as you guys said, that as I say that cheaper material, but also it does affect us with our pockets, because not all of us, our pockets are the same, you know. And when it comes to that, we tend to forget what's actually happening and the process of it, of everything that's been happening. So I would say you guys are right. I can't dispute what you guys are saying, because you guys are stating facts actually.
Yeah.
Because it's been proven. It's not a matter of that you made it up. So yeah.
So the damage is bigger than any human being. It's bigger than us.
So guys, let's talk about the environment, okay?
Okay.
So in the environment, making one shirt, do you know it uses like 2,700 liters?
What?
Literally, of water. That's enough for 1 year. For a 1 year person, like to drink water for the whole year.
Wow.
Literally.
Okay, we have to get the planet. What?
So Kamo, Tersha, like, let's just talk about that.
That's the thing. These clothes are made from plastics like polyester. Polyester, whenever you wash polyester, tiny particles of polyester go into the ocean. The fishes eat polyester. We eat the fish. So you get how it's a never-ending cycle.
Yeah, true. And also, I feel like, also remember, fast fashion clothes, especially if they're made in our country, actually causes carbon pollution. That's why now we would say when they're shipped, it's much better. When they're flight and shipped to our country, it's much better. But also, that also has a disadvantage. That's why now we struggle. We start complaining about those tags. Have you guys seen how Shein is so expensive now?
Bruh.
Like, we actually, back then you would order and you already calculated that your tax will be 100 and something. But now you start also looking for the money for the tax. I saw recently on my investigation, I was checking on TikTok, people are complaining that now an order worth 1K, I pay about 400 tax. That's insane.
And that's the thing with fast fashion, it has loopholes. I read somewhere that there's child labor I heard in China or something like that. Is it true? I don't know. I don't buy it.
Definitely is true.
It is. But now let's be realistic. Yes, we know the hard labor in China, how these clothes come to us. But the problem is, are we gonna stop buying them? Lethabo.
Guys, I doubt, hey.
Be honest.
Because we're very far ahead. Like, I don't think people understand actually what fast fashion is, and maybe that's why we're also having this conversation in the first place. So I don't think it's gonna stop. Like, for one person, I do go and buy cheaper clothes that expensive, and then we were able actually to make it look expensive, as we said. So yeah, that's what I can say.
Because also, like you mentioned, when we started looking based on the whole environmental, but guys, yes, we are paying these tax, but it's also saving us from making those clothes in our own country.
Exactly.
We won't be able to, now the carbon, ozone, whatever, now it's getting limited. It's much better. So rather pay the tax than making your country at risk.
Especially as a developing country that we are right now.
Exactly.
It's putting us at greater risk because the taxes, especially the people that are actually suffering are the middle class, because they're the ones that are paying more tax, and then obviously we have lower class, of which people are obviously taking from the middle class, and then the middle class, then the high class, obviously, you know, they don't suffer, they don't struggle from all of that admin, and then kind of put the middle class at greater risk, actually, looking at the economy and globally as well.
It does. Honestly, I really don't know where is this going, where are we going to end, but the truth is, it's never going anywhere.
I've heard that the market is donating to African countries, for example, Europe, USA, donating clothes, but like, also I feel like they are too damaged to wear. And here's the thing, it's more of like, they're not donating, they're dumping in this case, because in the sense, it's polyester at the end of the day.
Yeah, true.
And damaging oceans, damaging us.
Okay, so guys, Kamo. Oh, we call her Kamo Kardashian, by the way. So take note of that. So we'll share her credentials after that. So Kamo, you have worked with people who make clothes from Bangladesh or I think India as well. How is it like? And also, I do know now you're even getting a lot of gigs. You're making your first covers in your fashion world. You're booked and busy, and you're aware that you're booked and busy, but you're damaging the society as well. So what's your take on that?
Okay, for example, I think I've done, bad decisions. For example, I used to source clothes in India, and where they were working, it was a dire situation. The workers normally earn 30 rands a day, and most of the times it's normally women. Hence, I had to leave that clothes sourcing world.
Yo, that's hectic.
That's sad. Yeah.
That's hectic.
A day.
That's hectic because I remember also there was this place in Rana Plaza, a disaster that happened like in 2013, right? So when it happened, the building collapsed and over 1,000 of workers, imagine 1,000 workers just died. All this because of the sake of wanting cheap clothes and fast selling clothes. Like, what do you have to say about that? I'm like, really?
Exactly. I feel like even here in Africa, we feel the impact. Local businesses often struggle because the second-hand market floods the clothing market. So it kills local fashion.
It does.
It does, and also, what I feel like as much as fast fashion hurts and kills the planet, it also does that to people as well. We need to look at it in. So yeah, it's really bad.
Perfect. Yeah, I think you're right, guys. Especially when it comes to making the decisions. I mean, at the end of the day, as I said before, that it's about us making the decisions and the right decisions, and you can't force people to do certain things that they're not willing to do. So yeah, that's it from my side. So guys, let's be real here, right? So we've all bought clothes just because they look cool and great online, and we just as guilty. Like we see TikTok hauls, IG, Instagram and trends and everything. So it's hard for us to resist.
Exactly.
So, Kamo, what's your take on that?
I've been doing prior reading. For example, I read Confessions of a Shopaholic, and I would deem myself as a shopaholic. But like, what I learned, the ultimate lesson there was whenever you're purchasing anything, ask yourself, do I really need this? Is it gonna last? Is it gonna solve a problem in a situation? That's how I approach me buying clothes. For example, all of this came from my wardrobe. You can reuse your clothes. You can restyle your clothes.
Yeah, I think also to add on that, I feel like also the motivation comes also from influencers. We have a lot of influencers that also influence how you style those outfits. Because remember, I remember even me, I always had this mindset of each time after wearing something, if the outfit has made it to the Instagram, I'm not gonna rock that outfit again. And so these influencers also teach you how to style. Maybe the likes of Tabi Happy Mikhali, for example, the normal Loisana, yes, Gifilwe. Thank you, Gifilwe Mabode. These people, look at the clothes, guys. Trust me, these clothes are so cheap. But you see the way she styles it, it's giving luxury. You understand? I'll make a practical example, guys. Right now, besides the shoes, I'm literally rocking 250.
Oh wow!
You had me. 250 rands. 250 rands. This should I stand up, baby? This is like 250. The whole set. And somebody would look at me and think, okay, I spent maybe how much, I don't know. So yeah.
And sometimes it's about who you are actually, hey? Like you're building yourself. It's Tersha. It's Kamo. Like you see different people. And also, there's this app that's called Good On You. So it tells you
if the brand is ethical or not. So I don't know who does have time for that. But anyways, it's like checking your like ingredient before eating something or before eating a snack. Who does that? Like, but it's very important that we do that. So Kam, what's your take also, and maybe conclude that for us?
I feel like there's a growing market in the counterfeit world. People are just purchasing fake nowadays. I mean, there was even this series on Netflix called Bad Influencer.
Yeah.
It's about that, right? But, I love that. And it's something you can fix. For example, it's as easy as sewing a button or like patching a hole. More than anything, you're reducing the waste through fixing your clothes on your own. Yeah.
Yeah, it makes perfect sense, yes.
Okay guys, so we really spoke a lot about this whole fast fashion, how we get the clothes, how they're made, how they affect us globally and stuff. But at the end of the day, man, we really need to have a solution base. So Kamo, what do you think? What are the 3 things do you think we can do as a country actually? Before I go globally, because it starts with us here in our country. What are the three things we can do maybe regarding this fast fashion thing?
Okay, 3 things. I would say, number 1, buy less but better. Number 2, I would say, support local brands. Like I said, I'm wearing Guru. This could be Mission Nestle. This could be whoever, but support your local brands. Thirdly, you grew up with a grandmother. You have to know how to learn how to sew your clothes. Fix your clothes. Sew your clothes, guys. Those are the 3 hacks.
And yeah, you're totally right. And don't be shy to repeat clothes, guys. Why are we shy? Why are we shy to repeat outfits? Style is not about how many times we've worn it or how we wear it. It's not just about that, but it's also about how we set our mindsets. So Tersha, can you please close this maybe small chapter for us?
Also, I feel like based on what you guys touched and what Kamo said, it's important to ask questions to those local brands or any brand. If the brand doesn't give you where the clothes come from or how they are made, some details is definitely a red flag. You should know something. Okay, yeah, that's it. This was indeed powerful. We really learned a lot from fashion. We realized that it's not just fashion. It's not about the fashion. This is also a system, and trust me, we are all part of it.
And also that we can choose what we wear, right? And we can also choose better every time. So every time we shop, we need to realize that we are the ones that are voting for what we actually receiving, So I'm also gonna add this on. Kamo, do you mind just showing us what inspired this outfit?
Okay, this outfit was inspired by my icon Nicki Minaj. You know how she mixes everything.
Yeah.
Like the city hills. I hope you see them. This mesh, plastic, polyester, probably killing the ocean, but we're gonna change that.
Yeah.
But I feel like the whole point is that fashion should be fun, but also it should be fair. You should make choices that feel good and do good as well.
And then if there are key things that I learned about this whole fast fashion thing is, as much as it makes you happy, it should give you the 3 highlights. As much as you buy to make yourself happy, try to protect your environment in a safer way. You're happy and the community should also be happy. So that's it. I'm your girl Tersha, your host, with our podcast within the fast fashion under the umbrella of breaking the algorithm. Thank you guys for tuning in. Do make sure you drop that comment. Tell us what you think about the fast fashion. It's like I said, it's not just fashion, it's a system. Hope to see you next time from me and my co-host and our beautiful guest. Thank you so much.
That's the tea of fast fashion. How the trends go viral, but the truth goes missing. Now, get ready for the hard-hitting visuals. These videos will show you the real cost of that cheap chick and inspire you. From sustainable fashion brands to the second-hand shopping. We'll explore the alternatives and show you how to make a difference. It's time to take back control and redefine
what it means to be fashionable. Catch you in the next one. Stay woke and keep breaking those trends. We'll be back with more hard-hitting content, so make sure.
Since the year 2000, global clothing production has doubled. All that used apparel can end up in places like Accra, Ghana, which has one of the world's largest secondhand clothing markets. Every week, 15 million garments pass through the Kantamanto market, and nearly half of that goes to landfill, is burned, or gets swept into waterways.
The clothing that's going to landfill, a lot of it is wearable.
And a lot of the waste comes from familiar brands.
It's definitely top 10, which are what you would expect. H&M, it's Zara, it's M&S, Adidas, Nike, Gap.
Still, H&M executives say they're serious about scaling up recycling. The company has set a goal of using only recycled polyester by the end of the decade. And consumers can do their part by buying less and holding on to their current wardrobe longer.
This is the world's first large-scale automated textile sorting facility. The textile waste is scanned with near-infrared light, which reflects differently on each material. Sensors detect and categorize it by fiber, making sorting accurate, automatic, and super fast. The facility can sort up to 4.5 tons of clothes per hour. This can then be recycled to make new clothes instead of using primary raw materials. The project has already found partners in the textile industry in Sweden. Globally, the fashion industry alone generates 92 million tons of textile waste each year. But fast, high-quality textile recycling can help put the brakes on fast fashion.